Cek kita dulu ah. Oke, selamat pagi semua. Hari ini kita main game PS2 Burnout 3 yang sering dimain di rental PS zaman dulu. Tes mainnya dulu, kangen nih main PS2. Ntar dulu. Gua agak ngelak ya mainnya pakai emulator. Kita coba Burnout 3 World Tour. Oke.
Your ears are open and you're listening. Thank you. It's Crash FM. So it turns out the alleyway off Roberts is proven to be the place to set up a takedown. Just put on a squeeze before you hit the L. For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM.
Lap dulu kan. Kita belum dapat mobil.
All right, it's Crash FM. Just checking the underpass, and it looks as though the traffic is perfect for a little clear running in the left tunnel. Boost is waiting to be used or abused. Make sure you get on it.
Baru juga main kecelakaan. Ngeri. Waduh.
This is Crash FM, kind of like the 4th of July. There's sparks, there's flames, they're shooting off the ground every turn on this intense downtown race.
Kalah di babak penyisian. Entry lah dulu entry. Nah, iya enggak. Baru nyoba.
What's up? I'm Striker on Crash FM, and it's very hot today. It's like an SPF 99 day, and I've rubbed it all over my body. Take one burner, a car filled with boost. Streets ram with traffic, spark the ignition and fly.
Oke. Telat ngeremnya. Duluan mas dari ini. Pulang lagi. Ini terus nih.
Okay, takedown transmission coming at you. Listen closely. You have a choice of tunnels at the downtown circuit. Make sure you choose one before you get there because the middle wall looks very solid.
Bisa-bisanya.
This is Crash FM, kind of like the 4th of July. There's sparks, there's flames,
right.
they're shooting off the ground every turn on this intense downtown race.
Eyes are feeling heavy, but they never seem to close. The fan blades on the ceiling spin, but the air is never cold.
Okay, the road rage competition is both against the clock and against your car. How many targets can you eliminate in the time provided? More importantly, can your car survive? It's all about speed and controlled aggression. Get to it.
Newcastle. Pencapaian. Bus. Gimana ngatek bus?
You're on Crash FM with me, Striker, and if you're in the downtown...
Tidak.
Hey, what's up? It's getting fast and furious down... What's up, you guys? I'm Striker. You're on Crash FM, and I just seen the way to avoid fees at the Palm Court parking lot. All you have to do is drop your car in from the top. It's easy to do, and that's just what happened to one of our unlucky burners. But hey, at least someone scored a takedown.
Mobilnya tidak bisa milih 4WD Happy Duty. Mantap juga nih mobil. Mobil Ford kah?
All right, here you go. Another takedown transmission in full effect. I am Striker hooking you up. I've heard the Queen of England smashes a bottle when naming boats. When I'm by the waterfront, I use a car. I name the boat Destroyed. I give big props, man, to all the burners at the waterfront. Hey, I've just seen some serious...
Nggak lewat. Lewat di mobil. Continue aja, aman. Aduh, hujan.
Hello there, guys. It is me, Striker, on Crash FM. Watch out under the... All right, here you go. Another takedown transmission in full effect. I am Striker hooking you up. I've heard the Queen of England smashes a bottle when naming boats. When I'm by the waterfront, I use a car. I name the boat Destroyed.
Lebih aja mobilnya, warnanya lebih cerah lah ya.
If you're burning down on the waterfront, watch out for the trams, which are now back up and running and provide a perfect opportunity to erase your competition. Check back for more info if you want. I'll be here working. This is Crash FM.
Terbang.
This is Crash FM, up and away at the Aerospace Museum where you need a very high IQ and a pocket protector to get in. I snuck my way in, and the things in here do not fly anymore, but our burners do. Just caught sight of one landing up in the plaza, and what?
Aduh, gagal. Susah sih.
Hey, check this out. I've just been up at the Waterfront Marina, and it's the place to be if you want to see the hottest action here in Burnout territory, and I just don't...
Coba lagi.
Yes, we're at the Waterfront. The place to be when the sun is shining. Hang out for the latest news here on Crash FM. Crash FM, up and away at the Aerospace Museum where you need a very high IQ and a pocket protector to get in. I snuck my way in, and the things in here do not fly anymore, but our burners do. Just caught sight of one landing up in the plaza, and what can I say? Pocket protector, yeah!
Masih ada sisa nos. Dapat mobil baru.
This is Crash FM. So today's route takes us down to the docks, along Finley, past the ferry terminal, and the Exodix refinery. Tons of takedown opportunities, including the dockyard gates. Hey, just trying to help you out. All right, here you go. I'm hooking you up with the takedown
Lock ya.
You're listening to Crash FM. The place, USA. The time, it's now. The action, that's got to be the burnout events kicking off across the state. Keep it here, Crash FM.
Mobilnya ditentukan. Winning crash dollar unlock cash. Waduh.
Your ears are open and you're listening. Thank you. It's Crash FM. So it turns out the alleyway off Roberts is proven to be the place to set up a takedown. Just put on a squeeze before you hit the L. For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM.
Udah ditabrak aja. Anarkis. Dikira lepas, ternyata tidak. Jauh udah dikejar kan. Lagi yang pertama.
Want to know the best way to mod a car? We're back with Crash FM, and this news just in. You're on Crash FM with me, Stryker. Luck's on your side today, guys. The traffic's backing up under the yell, and the battling is going to be intense.
Mountain Parkway.
What's up? I'm Stryker on Crash FM, and it's very hot today. It's like an SPF 99 day, and I've rubbed it all over my body. It's burnout hot. See what's new at burnout3.ea.com.
Astaga. Balapnya amat gila. Lah, pencet.
Crash FM back again. Tons of tourist RVs out today, but
Sasi. 1 lawan 1 ini loh.
What's up? I am Striker, up on the roof of the court buildings trying to get a view down onto the waterfront run. If you were thinking of doing the same thing, don't bother. You can't see squat up here.
Ih.
Whose dumbass idea was this anyway?
Baru main sudah
Probably my
tabrak.
ex-girlfriends. Crash FM telling you where to be and where not to be.
Aduh. Ngeri. Nabrak. Push, nyaris. Aduh. Petir duduk. Ini kalau berhenti lagi ini berarti masih lampu. Mantap sekali, aduh.
If you're up for a little surfing, drive on over to burnout3.ea.com.
Lawan arah. Bisa lolos, sulit. Nyangkut tetap. Gak kekejar lagi padahal. Aduh, retri. Lah.
All right, here's the deal. Pick the toughest kid on the block, challenge them to a face-off, go one-on-one against them, winner takes all.
Aduh, gak kena. Iya, kena. Malah kecelakaan. Ledak.
one-on-one, mano-a-mano. This is a racing bar fight.
Kita turun jalan. Bagus. Jatuh pas di depan lagi dia. Aduh, malah ngepot. Terlalu nafsu bro. Gak sabaran.
For all the inside info, check out burnout3.ea.com.
Gagal lagi dan lagi.
It's not just about the winning, it's about taking him down and the winning. You may think it's easier with one opponent. Let me tell you something, it ain't.
Hukuman yang tidak disengaja.
Crash FM back again. Tons of tourist RVs out today by the lake. take care with these so-called out-of-towners. For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM.
Pindah jalur.
Hey guys, I'm hooking you up, picked up some local low-band traffic. Apparently, they've kicked off some major construction on Wubs. That's going to be there for some time, so add it to your nav. Crash FM, the only place dedicated to burning.
Harus di belakang. Di belakang mobilnya kenceng betul. Oh, how I burn. Mobil baru. Ini kalau jadi lawan kenceng nih. Kalau kita mati kenceng nggak? Biasanya mobil kenceng pas jadi musuh, pas dipakai sendiri kok lemot. 4 gold medali. Kita kalau dapat medali ada gratis mobil. Mantap juga. Assassin Muscle.
We're back with Crash FM, and this news just in. The race route today is along Knuckley, onto Cook, hanging on to Soon. What are you doing? Oh yeah, you're listening to Crash FM. That's a good thing. Looks like something is going off near Silver Lake. If it's not another monster cart catching competition down at the quayside, then it's got to be some of our finest burners getting ready to prove their worth. For all your racing info, keep on listening to Crash FM.
Keren sih. Coba ini ya. Jadi musuh tadi kencang, susah bet dikalahin. Sekarang coba kita pakai.
It's Crash FM back again. The slopes here, they're perfect for a little boarding, man. I eat board here all the time. Unfortunately, it's out of season. So let's run some cars.
Tidak enak tadi. Masih aman. Kita lihat. Nyari.
Crash FM, and this is hot off the traffic report, so listen up. Sounds like the routes in from the interstate are jammed. If you're heading that way, it sounds like a great opportunity to earn some boost. Keep it right here on Crash FM for all the updates.
Kita lempar keluar pagar. Berani-beraninya dia. Woi, nyaris. Langsung mobil kita pegang. Nah, tak kali mobil. Lempar.
Welcome back to Crash FM. I was just checking out the standings on burnout3.ea.com, and it looks like we've got some records for the taking out here in Silver Lake. Keep it here, and I'll keep you there.
Malah dia belok ke situ. Astaga. Astaga. Mantap. Jauh tertinggal. Kira sekali ternyata 3.
Six drivers, a set of races, it's race GP time. You gotta be consistently great to progress in this competition.
Sudah lolos. Wah. Nol lagi. Tidak lolos. Tidak lolos. Tidak lolos. Tidak lolos yang 2 kali. Astaga. Tidak belajar dari kesalahan. Astaga. Kudu pakai ini ya, peringkat. Pakai poin. Bisa nih. Race terakhir.
Want to know the best way to mod a car? Pile another one into it. That was a public service announcement brought to you by your friends at Crash FM.
Rasain.
It is hot, hot, hot today. So jump in the water if you want to cool off. We have everything you need except for the...
Gak lolos.
Good times last forever. I keep my heart with
Astaga, ada mobil. keren. Lagi mobil.
The place for everything burnout? Right here, Crash FM. All right, I've just heard that the construction on the corner of Wubbs and Doyle is now over on the right shoulder. If you're drifting the corner, be prepared for a tighter turn in. For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM.
Ignoring all of my pressure, remain the best of ass, doing this endeavor. Once responsibility is taken, I can render. Experience to be however I wanna remember. Time and time again, we fall into the depths of doing up. Can't keep running away from what you're trying to find. Put yourself through the stereo of scenarios, sense of experience, and see already written there to go with alternate character.
Lah ya. Coba nggak sih?
You take the risks, you get the rewards. First across the line wins. Everyone else, losers!
Kalah sedikit. Ya.
Hello there, guys. It is me, Striker, on Crash FM. Watch out under the L today. They're still clearing up after some guy was slammed into the pillars earlier. Check back for more here on Crash FM.
Just tonight.
there thought this game up. 6 rivals thrashing through traffic-packed streets, slamming each other to steal boost, trying to take down the rival racers to be first across the line. Dude, I salute you.
Jauh. Ganti.
Crash FM back again. I can't believe what I'm seeing. There are huge RVs hauling ass through Main Street right now, which sounds like it'll need to be renamed Takedown Street. Those things are gonna fly. Yes, this is Crash FM. Tell your dad, go back home. We got some seriously fast vehicles covering the quarter mile in under.
Speed dong. Assassin muscle.
The heat is on. This is Eliminator. It's Wild Wild West racing. It's about being the last man standing. Get to it. All right, you guys, check this out. I am Stryker on Crash FM, and I just heard that some fresh burners have piled up off the I-5, and they're looking for some serious burnout action. Anyone wanting to oblige? Come on, do it! Lining up in Silver Lake as we speak. For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM. Load the Crash Nav and download the events.
Nabrak kan dia?
Welcome back to Crash FM. I was just checking out the standings on burnout3.ea.com, and it looks like we've got some records for the taking out here in Silver Lake. Keep it here, and I'll keep you there. Yeah, tell her to call me. Oh, here we go. We're on. Crash FM. We are back. Hey, if you're heading up to the hillside tunnel, keep your ass over to the left. The slow crawling trucks may as well be standing still, but are a great place to slam your opponents out of the race. For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM.
kaget. Bahaya nih kalau yang kelima eliminasi nih.
Hey guys, what's up? Crash FM, we are on the air, and this is the latest action from the Silver Lake Circuit. A quick recap on the event so far. We've seen takedowns on all 3 bridges on the course, and some flying RVs through the edge of Main Street. The lodges have missed a lot of the action, but after speaking to one of the burners, that's all set to change. Want the latest? Keep it here on Crash FM.
Habis tadi ngeribet tiba-tiba nongol nabrak ya. Monos nabrak habis. Aduh,